Hey y'all, this is for the group that chose number 1, 2, 3, 4. So just by choosing this number, know that you are in fact in the process of ascending, rising above, okay? Even if it does not feel like it in this exact moment you are watching this, this is soon to shift for you, okay? So don't lose hope. I'm not even going to say don't force this to resonate because I feel like this is going to resonate. Some of you have completed this shift, experienced this shift. Others of you are in the middle of the shift, and I'll give it like 3-4 days and you will be on the other side, okay? So I pulled y'all's overall energies using the Starseed Oracle. Okay, first we have I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. Then we got Water Your Garden, Nourishment, Body Care, Tenderness, Rest. Portal, Doors Are Opening, You Decide, Rewards, Wild Card. So, with the Water Your Garden, Nourishment, Body Care, Rest, many of you have been feeling probably a little bit extra tired, needing more rest, okay? Do not make yourself feel guilty about this. Some of you are working through feeling guilty like you're not doing enough when you are simply taking the time to rest. It's like you've been programmed to go, 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 do, or you're not being productive when that's not true. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is to chill, out and rest. Close your eyes, take a nap. At least just lay there and relax, okay? Breathe. This is really good, even if it doesn't feel good right now, okay? And let me bring to your attention, yes, this is an AC/DC shirt. DC, okay? As I was beginning this video, it came to my awareness. Information kind of just dropped in, if you would like to say. So, direct current. What is a direct current? A direct current is a steady, consistent output of a signal, electricity, whatever it may be. It is reliable, meaning it is going in a direction consistently. Okay? This is the shift you are in the midst of experiencing and understanding fully when it comes to a missing piece to a puzzle you've been trying to solve for quite some time, okay? Alright, so on the other side of the shift, and some of you have already made it there, you are going to be penetrating through smoke screens. And this is where you exit out of being in this state of sleepwalking in this dream we call life. Yes, we dream at night, but we are also dreaming in our conscious waking lives. Okay? And although maybe you felt like you didn't have all the information you needed, that you were craving an expansion of your consciousness, felt you did not have that awareness, etc. You could not ignore all the synchronicities you were receiving. You were beginning to wake up from this slumber, right? Beginning to wake up. And even if you didn't have the full picture, the last puzzle piece, a specific piece of information, you started really honing into that guidance you knew was coming through. Okay? So let's connect this to I Remember. That's what I'm connecting it to. So you're exiting, sleepwalking in the dream, into transforming into a conscious dreamer, where you are making sure You are operating as a direct current with your vibrational frequency, sending out a consistent, steady, reliable signal. Okay? That's how you move out of the energy of feeling like a victim to fate and taking back control of your destiny through the direct current, the direct output you're steadily signaling out, right? So, for a while, when you were in this slumber, this was you feeling like an outsider. Okay, because you're working through a lot of conditioning. You're working your way through the haze, the fog. You know, where for a very long time you were wrapped up in the old ways of operating and being, living your day-to-day life, thinking, all those things. You're no longer clinging to the past. You realize that shit is not working for you, right? That's why you have felt like this outsider, okay? And through that understanding, you were able to gain a brand new vision. What is that vision? You are the world, okay? The world is your stage. It is you that is the creator. It is you that must choose the vibrational frequency you're embodying. And that takes willingness to change, to let go of what's not serving you, weighing you down, preventing you from shifting into a vibrational state of being that allows you to send out a direct current or direct output, right? Choosing consciously the life you are weaving and living. That's what you're in the process of. And you know, I'm not going to say that this has been easy, because it has not been. Many of you have really been through it. You probably are exiting what many refer to as a dark night of the soul, where you felt, it's almost like this place where all of a sudden nothing makes sense anymore. You don't know what you believe. What do I believe? Is this even true? And you stop thinking about it all, and you just let it all go, and you're back in the space of nothingness, and you're finding this peace through that process, right? Surrendering to not knowing and just trusting the process, allowing yourself to go through that process, is what has enabled a breakthrough, or will soon enable this breakthrough into the light. The dawn is surely rising for you. You are exiting the dark, okay? You will be shifting into higher frequencies, higher dimensions, connecting with higher consciousness, okay? Because, as I said, you are ascending the ladder of you are climbing the ladder of human ascension. Alright? And I feel like this group is really important for you to hear this message, because you are an anchor you're gonna help others that find themselves in the same exact space you are now leaving, okay? And it's not always easy to go first, but you're strong enough to do so, and you will be needed. Okay, so with water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Hopefully whoever's listening and this is resonating, you have surrendered to taking better care of yourself, allowing yourself to freaking rest. Okay? Because such high influxes of high frequencies are bombarding you, upgrading your DNA codes and structure. Okay, like you are literally, what I'm getting, you know how like every 7 years, like your body is like brand new. Your cells go through this process where they completely are, you don't have the same cells that you had 7 years ago. You have brand new cells, a brand new operating system within those cells, fresh new cells, which leads to a fresh new body. I don't know where this is coming from. It's like science back in like 5th grade. I don't know. It's kind of like that. And, you know, that feels tiring. And that requires you to rest because you need to integrate. That is not easy on the body. Make sure you're drinking extra water. Okay? And it's like you're coming into this understanding where you no longer feel like a lazy sack of shit for resting, because you know your body is begging for rest. It needs rest. If you can't keep your eyes open, it's because you need that rest. You're not lazy. Okay? Before, in the past, you struggled with guilt, like, oh no, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting that done, I'm not productive, something's wrong with me, I should be go, 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 do. There. No. You've moved out of that, and you understand the importance of caring for your body when it's speaking to you. And through that surrendering and understanding, you are beginning to taste the success of that understanding, realizing that has been such a vital key along your journey this entire time. It allows for smoother and much more easier navigation through this integration process. Okay? Alright, so for this group, your consciousness is absolutely expanding, and probably very quickly. You might not even be able to keep up with it. But it's not like you're obsessing over it. It's like you're letting things come and go. You're not holding on to thoughts as if they are your own, claiming them as your own, claiming ownership over these thoughts that seem to come. You let them go and return to wherever they may be, right? And this is allowing you to really see yourself fully, truly, in a brand new way for the first time. You're recognizing these veils where you couldn't see certain things, you didn't understand certain things. Those were veils you had up, and it's like there was a tear in a certain veil, and you saw the light shining through, and you began to split that veil open, recognizing it is you that controls this veil. If you want to see through it, you must dissolve it and move through it. Okay? And through that process, you must answer that call to return back home to yourself, to your true essence and nature. Okay? So this is tying into Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild cards. So, the awareness card here. So, the illusion of you having no control whatsoever over the trajectory of the life you are living, the experiences you are having, has dissipated. Now you're understanding. You hold the keys that open all the doors. Every moment you have a thought, that is a moment where there is a doorway that is open that you either choose to walk through or you don't. You are the one deciding. Nobody's deciding for you. Okay? And there is no right or wrong answer or choice. It's all about honoring and stepping into your true authenticity. Removing the facades, what everyone else wants you to do, thinks you should be doing, and choosing what is best for you. And that is what you are in the process of, okay? And because you have made it to this point, right? You're finally participating, as in you are becoming that conscious dreamer, engaging with, excuse me, there's a big release there, engaging with the dream you are experiencing in your waking life. Noticing that you have a lot more control over your external than you previously believed. Okay, and this may have been a little bit trippy for a while. Maybe you're experiencing some glitches. You are in this process of mastering time. It's not that you are mastering time, you are remembering you have already mastered time. And that time is not linear. Time's a man-made construct and is useful for a short amount of reasons. But you are the one traveling through time. And you can manipulate time, you can slow it down, you can speed it up. You're beginning to understand anything can and will if you decide, if you choose, if you decide, your call. Anything can happen within a second of time. You're the one that's been choosing when something arrives, unfolds, or manifests for you this entire time. And now you're moving beyond that illusion that you are just living some life that some power above you is commanding you to live. You're seeing beyond what most refer to as the matrix. Because you're moving beyond the matrix of time. You're understanding through dissolving those veils all the unlimited possibilities that are truly available and on offer for you in every given second. Yes, I said second. Okay. Oh yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So like I said, this shift you're going through is not your first rodeo. And that's why it's been easier for you to trust this not knowing things at times. Because deep within you, you have this remembrance of, I know what I'm doing. There's nothing I need to be doing. I'm doing it already. You know what I mean? And for a long time, you struggled with that, where you did not trust that. You did not remember to ebb with the flow. You struggled against the spirit, but you're no longer struggling against the spirit. You have been, whether easily or forcefully, initiated to begin allowing your spirit to come forth and lead the show, to operate from your spirit, listen to your spirit, because that was vitally important for you to move through this profound shift. And in this process, if you have not yet understood this very important aspect and truth, that it is spiritually guided life force energy that creates. That spiritual life force energy resides within you. It is you. You can think all the positive thoughts you want to all day long. But that life force energy, that feeling, that emotion, that passion, that fire that rises up, how you feel determines what you're creating. That is the vibrational frequency. That is the direct current you are sending out, the direct signal. And now you're starting to truly understand this. It's like you kind of had a grasp on this concept, but now you're coming to the full integration of this understanding in a manner that allows you to be the embodiment where you're applying it actively. because you have integrated the understanding, right? You're allowing yourself to break free of the matrix external world conditioning you've been bombarded by since you were a newborn baby in this world. You have freed yourself from so many of these constructs, these mental prisons, these self-imposed limitations influenced by society, your upbringing, and you've began to allow yourself to truly think outside of the box, understanding when you choose to think differently. And maybe these thoughts could be in an unconventional way when observed by others, but all that matters is you know that thinking outside of the box opens a lot of freaking doors. It also brings up the steps or the stairs or whatever you need to ascend through that open door, to step onto that bridge that is formed by your imagination, that is thinking way outside of the box, that is seeing differently, that is perceiving all the limitless possibilities that are actually available to you, and showing you you're truly not lacking. You are everything. Everything is you. You don't need to go seeking for something. You are not lacking anything. You are simply misusing that energy that already resides within you in a way that is not serving you. And once you recognize that, you can shift or alchemize that into gold, understanding, hey, I'm not lacking. I am abundant because I've always been abundance. Abundance is me. I am abundance. Why am I creating this wedge between me and abundance when I am abundance? That is kind of silly if you say that out loud to yourself, right? So, for this group for sure, consciousness is expanding your third eye. I feel like your third eye has been going through a slow and steady process of opening. Not too much at once. That way you were not overwhelmed too quickly. Everyone is on their own unique journey. You are never behind. This is also highly focused on the crown chakra. Your third eye and your crown are I'm seeing this really, it's like a silver, pure silver, bright white light that is emanating, almost like vibrating in and out of your third eye and your crown, has been washing away the goo, the yuck, the programs that don't serve you, the doubts, the powerlessness, and has been allowing you to have a clear head, to have clear vision, to truly utilize your spiritual sight, to tap back into the creative power that your imagination has to offer you. Okay? Okay, and to wrap this up, so right now you are in the void before a big reveal, and you get to decide. Your choice, wild card, could be anything. You could go anywhere. What do you choose? What do you want? What do you desire? Right? So, you're finally going to be ending these reoccurring cycles where you've experienced the same cycles over and over again because the lesson was not yet learned. Okay? And this involved you going through the Hall of Mirrors, which is always fun when you are sleepwalking because you are unable to clearly see yourself being reflected to you through the mirror in front of you of another individual, right? But you began awakening from that slumber and recognizing the patterns. What is the one constant? with these very similar experiences in my interactions. Me. And that's when you really began to awake. You took your sword of truth, your double-edged sword, cleared your mirror, took that sword through the understanding, because you have identified yourself with certain energetic signatures that were negative attachments. We'll just call them that. This could be insecurities. This could be expectations that are not that great. Always expecting the worst. Assuming somebody's not going to do this for you, not going to show up, or they're going to leave you, or they're going to betray you, and then you're like, I knew that would happen. Of course you did, because you basically created that. Like, that was your dominant direct current, right? So you see that now. It's been illuminated, and you cut through it. You decided, wait a minute, I don't have to keep experiencing this by participating in this co-creative mutual exchange here. This person is just trying to reflect me back to me, show me something about myself that I was previously asleep to. And that's when you really started tapping into the alchemist that you are, where you can take shit and literally transform it into beautiful gold. And that required you to say goodbye to many parts of yourself, to allow the old identity to die, so a new, higher, truer, more authentic identity could finally emerge. It's like your old identity was fighting and suppressing your most abundant, truest, expansive identity, yet to be embodied from fully encompassing that which you are in this material world, okay? So, you are now well aware that what you've been experiencing is a result of what you have been projecting out. That direct current, that direct signal, that steady, reliable signal, whether that's favorable or unfavorable, is just being given back to you because that's what you asked for. It's as simple as that, although we make it complicated. Okay? And you're also understanding the importance of your feelings and what you're paying attention to with your conscious awareness, your imagination, because what you feel and imagine is what's going to manifest and show up in your external, as the world is your stage. The last full moon really started this, I want to call it a acceleration process of the shift. Forced you to really grasp this concept of your internal determining your external. You began truly doing the work that you knew you needed to do, but were procrastinating doing. Because you're so damn tired, you're just ready to take your power back. You deserve to take your power back. And how are you doing that? By expanding beyond the expectations you've always carried. And as you have began doing this, you're like, that's not so hard. It's not so tragic as I thought it was going to be. It's not that difficult to think in beautiful ways and to imagine great things and to see beyond what I've seen my entire life. And that's when you discovered something special. Something very much true. It might have been quite overwhelming. And this being everything you could ever think of or imagine is indeed vibrating in the universe. Is existing in a in its own reality. You can't think of something that's not already in existence. When you think of something or imagine something, it's existing in a parallel reality, a reality that's parallel to yours. If you keep sending that direct current out into that parallel reality, you will soon merge with it. And that's when you found the hidden door to other dimensions and realities. That's when the veil was truly lifted for you, and you understood it is you that removes all of these veils, all these obstacles, all these quote-unquote problems out of your way, so you can finally cross that bridge into a whole new world. It's not as tedious and difficult. You don't need to spend hours and hours learning and listening to others. You just need to put that work in for yourself and let that embodiment of what you're doing and applying speak for itself. Wouldn't you rather be there in that new world thriving than still studying, writing down what you already know you should be doing, trying to convince others of that? Let them see you be a living example. Go. Cross that bridge and show others that it is possible for them as well. You are about to be on the other side of this shift. Do not give up. And for those of you who have come out the other side, I am so proud of you. Life is about to get really, really exciting and magical for you.